second week of the broilers of my own personal flock video blog, and we're going to the post office to pick up another surprise. It's week number 2 and we have turkeys. I just got the turkeys from the post office this morning. They were hatched 2 days ago, so they're just 2 days old. And it's amazing because turkey chicks are bigger than chicken chicks. Obviously, turkeys are bigger than chickens. But my meat bird chicks, even though they're only a week old, are pretty significantly larger than the turkey chicks, which is really cool. It has been a whole week of having these meat birds, and I've had 2 die, which honestly is expected. You expect to lose a couple. Both of the ones that died were on the small side. And so I think that sometimes the chicks are just born a little on the small side. Either they're a little underdeveloped or there's something else going on. Sometimes they're just a little small, and it's really hard for them to be able to survive at that point. They didn't get trampled or anything. They just died. And when they're this little, there's not a whole lot you can do for them. And so I always expect to lose at least a couple. And so I'm thankful that there's only been 2 gone. With them being a week old now, they'll probably be good. There's not a real high chance of them dying at this point until they get much older, and then there are some potential health issues when they get older. But as far as the first week of life, if they can survive the first week of life, they have a pretty good shot for the rest of their lives. So I'm gonna get in here and show you the size difference between a turkey chick and a week-old meat layer. Okay, look at that size difference. This is a turkey, obviously. This is the week-old meat chicken. I think I called them a meat layer earlier, which is not correct. It's a meat chicken, but this chicken was smaller than this a week ago, if you can believe that. This is how rapid these birds gain weight, which is just amazing. But they look really, really good. I'm really happy with them so far. Hi, little guys. So now that these chicks are a week old, I have started doing 12 hours on feed, 12 hours off of feed. When they're really little, I keep them on feed all the time, just so that they do get over that kind of hump of rapid growth and survivability and stuff like that. But after they're a week old, you can see how much of a size difference, how much they've already grown in just 1 week. And so once they get to that point, it is a smart idea to start cutting back their feed. So first thing in the morning, when Cody goes out and feeds the horses and all the other animals, he'll put the feed down for them. They'll get it for 12 hours during the day, and then at night we pick it up, and then they don't get to eat for the entire night. This schedule works pretty well as a foundation and a starting point. I like to kind of start like that. If I notice that they're going through feed really quickly, or they're starting to maybe get a little bit lazier, or they're gaining too quickly, they're starting to have some health issues, they won't get up, stuff like that, then I will cut back their feed maybe to like 10 hours a day. Or I'll try to gauge how much they eat in the morning and how much they eat in the evening, and then I'll just feed them that amount twice a day. And so that's what I really like about, raising chickens like this, is that you really get to problem solve and read your birds, check on their behavior, learn from them, and figure out what feeding schedule works best for them. Right now they're on chick feed, which is a 24% protein, and once they are probably 3 or 4 weeks old, I'll kick that down to probably a 22% feed, and they will also be able to be on grass pasture. So these will be pastured chickens with as much, it's so dry. I don't know how much of the pasture they're actually going to get in their diet. But even if you are pasturing your chickens, you still want them to have that extra feed in their diet, like a chick feed or a grower feed or something like that you can get in your local feed store, whether that's organic, whether it's soy-free, corn-free, conventional, whatever. They do need that extra supplement. I do know that a lot of people will also choose to just feed them like wild bird seed. Those seeds and that combination of grains and seeds in that mix is a really good supplement, and it's really close to their natural diet. And so if you want pastured chickens on as close of a natural diet as possible, being able to pasture them so they can forage, go out and find really good bugs and insects, that's awesome for their growth, as long as the pasture with the natural foliage like grasses, and then supplement them with some wild bird seed. That is probably about as close to a natural diet as you'll be able to get them. These birds, because they're Cornish crosses, I most likely am not going to be able to just completely pasture them. They're not great natural foragers. And so as much as I would love to do that, I am going to keep these on a conventional feed and probably also some wild bird seed to give them a little extra something, in addition to letting them out into the yard to forage as much as they want to on their own. The turkeys are a really interesting addition to the meat birds. I have never raised turkeys before. This is my first time raising turkeys. I'm going to raise them along with my Cornish crosses for as long as I can. And then I'm going to just put them in with my layers until they're ready to go, because their maturation rate is a lot longer. They'll take probably twice as long to mature to be able to process as my Cornish crosses will. Usually people say that you're looking at about 4 months for a turkey, whereas it's about 2 months for a Cornish cross. So I got 3 because that was the minimum purchase to ship. Obviously I shipped from my favorite hatchery, Meyer Hatchery. They came right on time, super healthy and lively and everything. So I got 3. I really just wanted 1 for a Thanksgiving turkey. We only eat turkey once a year. But I guess I'm going to start eating turkey 3 times a year now. But I'm very interested in these turkeys, and I'm excited to share the turkey process along with you guys as well. I've heard that they're very similar to chickens, so I guess we will see.